Hey, hello, what's good? What's poppin'? How are you? I hope good. So, we got another rant today. We got another rant, and I've been working on some stuff too. Some other videos. Been trying to get back into skits. It's kind of a thing I'm trying to, kind of dabble in how to make certain skits. Some that are, funny. Some that are not funny. The ones that are not funny, I'm like, well, I can't really put them on this channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, or no, the ones that are not funny I can put on this channel, but the ones that are funny, it's like, doesn't really fit with the content of like the video. I mean, like the channel and stuff. It's like, it's like funny, but it's like, get out of here, get it somewhere else. It's like, I'm dealing with all that, trying to, figure out what to really, do with that and how to, get back into skits and all that. But, you know, it's just fun. I like acting. I like being all eccentric on camera. It's just fun to do, being all eccentric and awesome stuff, giving the emotion into the character, which I like doing, or lack of emotion depending on the character, right? But yeah, that's something. But for now we got a message right here. I got a message for y'all. As always, I was got. Why am I here if I ain't got a message? You clicked on the video for a reason, all right? So here's what I want to say. I believe it's one that I have not covered before. So yeah, it's one I haven't covered before, but it's also related to another topic in general because things be relating. So I just try to find how it relates. It kind of relates to the video where I talked about how what was the video called? Something like man's knowledge is foolishness to God or something like that. Yeah, probably that man's knowledge is foolishness compared to God's knowledge. I'd say that's probably what the title was. I could look it up right now. I mean, I ain't really trying to do all that. Anyways, the video that we're making right now. What we're gonna be talking about is how you need to be humble, and it goes in two things. You need to be humble, and two is like the secondary type of title for this because it's like a kind of like a joint title. It's be humble because the world, or sorry, not because of the world. Be humble because it's not all about you. Be humble because it's not all about you. So, what do I mean by that? So, what I mean is, it's very often, they say like pride comes before the fall, right? It's very often that we will decide to just be prideful, or we'll just be prideful and we won't notice. Whether it's out of, spite, whether it's, prideful because we think we're actually better, we just, all this different stuff, right? There's so many reasons to become prideful. Now, people who are super proud can be really annoying. So this is really interesting. It's really important that you get this because being prideful is one of the big things that just kind of turns people off to you and makes them, let's be real, like pretty angry with you. Like people are just not gonna like you. Like people are unlikable when they're prideful. It's just kind of natural. You just don't really want to be around them. So we need to be humble. Now, how do we be humble? First, we got to realize that the world ain't about you. And well, not just the world ain't about you. Oh, well, let's be honest, the world ain't about you. But as in general, what I'm really trying to say here, I keep messing up saying the world ain't about you. Yes, the world ain't about you, but really what I'm trying to say is everything isn't about you. Even stuff outside the world ain't about you, right? Now, what would I say in counteraction to what is the world? Well, not just, I keep saying, what is the world? What is everything about? Everything is about God, all right? He's the center of everything, right? He should be, he should be the center of attention, to be completely honest. He should be. A lot of people ain't focusing on that, but, he should be. But here's the thing. When you focus so much on yourself, and it's hard to actually, it's hard to just be focused on the right things because a lot of times you don't even notice you're focused on yourself. You're not taking into account the wait, I'm focused on myself. Well, I didn't even notice that. So a lot of times you can be focused so much on yourself that you don't even realize, and it's very difficult to not focus on yourself. Like it's actually hard to do, right? Because you're living your life, right? Like you're living your life, you're actively living your life right now. It's hard not to be focused on yourself. And I think the best way to be focused, not on yourself, is to actively put your mind, as in literally focus on not what other people are doing necessarily, because then we're just focusing on what other, it's not, we're switching the problem. Like, okay, no, I can focus on ourselves, we're going to focus on what other people are doing. And we naturally going to probably focus on the negatives. So instead of focusing on all that, what we need to do is focus on, okay, what is God doing? What is he doing? What is he thinking? What's happening with him? Like, check in. Like as in, like, here's what I mean. Like, when your thought goes to thought process of what you're going to think about, right? Maybe add God in there, you know? If you think about something, like you think about some problem in the world, or you think about something good even, maybe add God in there. Maybe think about him in the midst, you know? I'll give you maybe an example. So you're thinking about people who are, you know, doing great things, you know, giving out to the poor and stuff. Here's the thing. Maybe you can say, okay, people getting out to the poor, let's think about God in this. Let's think about, okay, people getting out to the poor, that's a good thing. Go to God. You know? Instead of, that's why a lot of people would be mad at people like, well, why are you attributing everything good to God or something? It's like, well, all good gifts are from God. So why would we not attribute them? Then we have a problem when we attribute everything bad to God too, which doesn't work both ways. What we can do though is look at those bad things and say, okay, these things are bad, but it helps me focus more on the good of God. I'll say it again. These things may be bad, but I'm going to choose to focus on the good of God. These things may be bad, but they showcase the opposite of them, which is God, which is the good of God. So that's an example. Those are some examples of how you can just use anything to just focus on the good of God. You know? And staying humble, right? As I was saying, staying humble is important because when you become prideful, you kind of just forget about your faults. And prideful comes in different ways. It's not just you think you're better than everyone else always, you know, just like because like some random, you know, like you are doing good, like you're doing good, you're doing things good, like, oh, I have all this money, I think I'm better than everyone, type of thing. Well, a lot of times it can also be from lack of stuff. You know, you can be prideful just off the smallest things. You know, like you have this one thing over someone, or you can even come from it, you know, not just you having this one thing that's better than someone, but you can have it from insecurity, right? You can be insecure and then bottle that up and be like false prideful. It's like what we call false confidence from insecurity. So we become petty, false prideful, you know? You can do that too. There's a lot of things in there. But here's what I want you guys to remember. That if you want to live your life in a way where you can go about things and put that barrier down, because when you're prideful, you're basically putting up a barrier of pride, a barrier that says you can't come in because my pride is in the way. You know, you go into situations, you're gonna get mad easier, right? You're just gonna get mad easier because you're prideful. You know, you got to be on top. You know, everyone's got to give you your praises. You know, it's all about you. You know, because me, I'm prideful. It's all about me. What happens when you think all about yourself? What happens when you think it all about yourself? It's all about me. It leads into sin. To be real, let's just be real here. That's where it leads. At the end of the day, this is where being prideful leads. Being prideful is another way. There's plenty of them, but they all lead to the same thing. Death. Pride leads to death. Because you think you're better than everyone else. You know, for some reason. Even if it's false pride. You think, yeah, I'm better than this guy. But you ain't really. You know, there's times where it's just insecurity. There's times where you can just be insecure. False, prideful, insecure. You're like, man, I'm all about me. So if someone pisses me off, or they you know, they don't agree with me, or you know, they you know, I talked to someone and they didn't respond, they ignored me, or you know, this person doesn't give me this thing, or I think I deserve something. You know, I'm so prideful that I think that I deserve something that I'm not getting, or I deserve to be treated a certain way, pampered maybe. You know, all this different stuff. These are just examples of pride and how you need to decide, okay, I need to be humble. I need to come before God, come before even man, and be humble. Think about this. Jesus washed people's feet. Think about this. He washed people's feet. When's the last time you washed someone's feet? I'm not saying like you should. I don't mean like literally. I mean metaphorically. Like, when's the last time you washed someone's feet? When's the last time you came and bowed your head before a ruler? You want to be all private, like, oh, I'll never bow my head before people above me. It's like, okay, when's the last time you decided to respectfully bow to someone when you pass by them on the street? Or respectfully give them a hand wave, give them a smile even. You know, because we can't even do that. Are we like losing something just for giving someone a high five or give them a wave, give them a smile? I notice this even with with myself, right? This is even a thing where like you don't want to give someone a smile. Like what's wrong with smiling at someone when you walk by them? Like, oh, I just seem like I'm hard or something. Like what's with that vibe? Like a lot of people like this. What's with the vibe? You're so prideful that you can't even give someone a smile because like, oh, maybe I'm weak because I'm smiling, or I'm weirdo. Maybe I'm like zesty or something if I'm smiling at a dude or something. Like they can't smile. They gotta be hard. Like, ugh. They gotta be hard all the time. Why we gotta be hard all the time? Why we gotta be hard? We can be super duper nice. We don't have to be hard. We can be nice. We can be nice. We can be happy. We can smile at people. We can smile. We don't gotta be prideful. Think of that. Oh yeah, I can't smile at nobody. Then they'll think this about me. Right? You think about what other people gonna think about you. That's another case of you think about it's all about you. Because you think about, oh well, what are you gonna think about me if I do this? Oh, I give him a smile, man. What are you gonna think about me? Oh, I said something that sounded a little nice or something. What are you gonna think about me after that? I looked like I was nice or something. Like, well, he ain't think I'm hard no more. What they gonna think about? This guy I tried talking to him. He ignored me. He ignored you, so. The person at the cash register didn't accept my advances. The girl at the cash register didn't accept my advances. Okay. This guy, I can't smile for her. I can't smile at him because then he may think I'm zesty or something. Like, what? It's just weird thoughts people come up with, bro. Like, it's just weird. It's just the things you'll come up with in your mind, bro. Like, it's just not it, bro. You can't come at it like with a sense of I just gotta, like it's all about me. Me. We keep doing that. All about me. That's me. It's all about me and being prideful are the same thing. They're one and the same. Because being prideful comes from you being all about you. You can't give the glory to God. You want to be like, oh yeah, I gotta get my glory. I gotta get my glory. And here's the thing. I've noticed that too with like certain mindsets I've had for videos. In the past, I've made videos. It's what's funny about making these videos now, because in the past I would make videos where I'm like, I gotta get my glory. I even on this channel, I would react to certain K-pop groups. I know I'm doing this, but like, I reacted to K-pop groups of all. I'm not hating on it. Like, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't really matter what I reacted to, but I would react to it, and I would get mad that they didn't care about me and they cared about the video, like the song, when I marketed it in a way where it was about the song. If I want to make it about me, I can make it about me. But I didn't. I made it about the song that I was reacting to. But in the video, I was, when the video came out, I was like, oh, it should have been about me. Why didn't people talk about what joke I made there? Or people talk about this and talk about that? Why didn't they talk about I even done that with, skits. Well, not exactly to that extent, but because the skits were already trying to be about me. But like I was doing the skits, I was like, why aren't people like telling me that I'm good at acting? Why do you care? If you're good at acting, you don't gotta have people praising you for being good at acting. You're just good at it. You leave it at that. You don't need people saying that it's good. You already know you're good. So why you need people to keep giving you validation? Hey, that's that false prideful, man. You just insecure. You know what I'm saying? And like I said about those videos that I was making, reactions, I was like, yeah, people got to talk to me about that and tell me that I'm good. While I was playing games, people got to talk to me and say that I'm like really funny with my witty comments on the game, or that I'm good at the game. It was less so that I was good at the game, but more just I made these witty, funny comments. Oh, look at these edits I made. Yeah, everyone should like that. People should tell me about this. Like, tell me how good I am. Give me validation, please. And all I'm saying is, that was dumb. And what I'm trying to say is that with these videos, I can't come into this video and be like, yeah, they should be saying like that I'm really like, you know, funny or something. Like I'm just ranting. Now I could say like, oh yeah, these guys, I want them to tell me that I'm super smart with the way I'm doing it, but that doesn't even work either. It doesn't work. You know why it doesn't work? Because the knowledge I'm giving ain't even from me. Like it's just some of it can be like my own personal stuff that I've thought about, got lived through slash just pondered on even like it could be any of that. But at the end of the day, when I'm spreading God's knowledge, that ain't me, and I'm not getting no glory from that. Now if I wanted to get glory, then we could go ahead and keep talking. But hey, it ain't gonna give me glory. Is all I'm saying. It ain't giving me glory. You know what I'm saying? And if I wanted to get glory, here's what I would do. If I want to get glory for me, right? Not for like something else, but like for straight up me. What I would do is I'll probably I haven't thought about this that much, but to be honest, I haven't thought about it until exactly this moment, so I'm literally on the spot. But if I were to, I'll probably go back to doing like like a certain type of like I'll probably just like get good at something or look at what I'm specifically good at. Like let's say like I'm good at I'm good at acting, I would say. So I like to hum myself and not say that I'm really good at acting. I like to kind of go ahead and say like I'm not that good. But like if I were to pick something like that I aspire to be good at, I would put acting in there. So let's just say that. So let's say I'll be good at acting. I would make, doesn't matter the video, but something based on me being really good at acting or really funny. And I would just make that my videos. And I would try to get the glory from that by just like having the mindset of they gotta like this, they gotta like me. But instead, what if I do those videos, but not in the same way that I'm trying to get validation, but instead the way that I construct the video is trying to give glory to God in the process. Or it's trying to give some type of entertainment that isn't off of how good I am, but it's off of just the video being good, right? And I can be good. I can be good at something. I can be good at something. I can be good at this. I can be good at that. But at the end of the day, at the exact end of the day, right? I should never be, coming at it like you gotta like me. Yeah, I think I'm super cool. Like I'm super amazing. Like, and now if you do, that's cool. Or if you don't, that's also cool. But I shouldn't be like wanting that so badly. What I should be wanting more than that is that you can understand God more, or be closer to Him, or just in general give Him glory in throughout the video, like that the video does that basically, So if I can get that through in the video, if I can get that message through, if I can bring that through in the video, that is good, And if I make you laugh, that's also bringing glory to God. If I make you laugh, if I'm giving you, giving you giving you a smile on your face, if that makes Him happy, it's making you happy. So sorry, if it makes you happy, that's making Him happy, right? So even that works, as long as it's not me saying, "Oh yeah, well I'm just trying to get you guys to praise me." Like, don't praise me for none. Don't praise me for no knowledge, bro. You had such good knowledge there. It wasn't my knowledge. If it was good knowledge, it wasn't for me. Okay. If it was good knowledge, it was from God, because all good knowledge is gonna be from God. So it wasn't for me. All right. If it was a gift, if it was a gift of being funny, it wasn't for me either. It was just a gift I was given from God. It wasn't for me. If it was my life, I didn't get that too. I didn't make that happen. Okay. I didn't give myself my life. If it was you could just name them off, and any of the good things that you could praise me for, you know what I'm saying, you might as well just attribute all those good things, like like I said, like being funny or whatever, having good knowledge, any of those things, just attribute them to God at this point, because ain't saying we attribute all these things to us, but like, come on, bro, you even attributing your money to yourself, but who gave you the money? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? You say, oh, but I went and I did the stuff to get the money. It's like, well, if you really like you was doing your stuff, like you was like, oh yeah, I was putting the work in. Well, who gave you the strength to put the work in? I would say to you, well, who put me in the strength to put my work in? It wasn't me. I ain't had no strength to put my work in. I tell you from my personal experience, if I ever put work in, it's not gonna be because I wanted to. Well, rather, what I mean is that I fleshly minded wanted to type of thing. Because my flesh don't want that. If I'm putting work in, it ain't because my flesh wanted it. It's because the Spirit inside the Holy Spirit wanted that, bro. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm saying, it ain't about me. It ain't about you. It's about God at the end of the day. And that's all I'm trying to say here. It's not about you. And that's how you can stay humble. When you realize it ain't about you. It ain't about him. It ain't about little dude over there. It ain't about Billy out the back, in the trailer park. It ain't about him. Ain't about Josh across the street. It ain't about none of them. It's about God at the end of the day. It ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about God. So, when you realize that, you can start getting on the path to becoming humble. And when you renew yourself in that every day, you remind yourself, it's hard. It is very hard because you want to be prideful. You can be prideful over so many things, like all the knowledge you got. You can be like, I know all this knowledge, I'm super prideful, or how much people have praised you, or whatever it is. And I find myself, doing that too. It's a common thing. Like, you pride yourself over whether it's knowledge you got, whether it's the money you got, whether it's like just the things you've got. You pride yourself over things that that aren't even to be attributed to you. Like, you ain't even do all that. Like, you're like, oh, look, I'm prideful of my looks. You ain't give yourself your looks. You did not even give yourself your looks. You know what I'm saying? You was born that way. Now, if you attribute yourself to, like, plastic surgery looks, I wouldn't even attribute yourself, because that was just the knife and the syringe. That's what it got you your stuff, bro. That wasn't you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We were attributing all this stuff to us. You know what I'm saying? But, like, we ain't even spending no effort attributing anything to God. We were attributing it to us all the time. Oh, we did this, I did this, look at how I'm up, I did this, yeah, cool. But we ain't attributing nothing, not a single thing to God not one time. We always want to attribute it to us or some other person, but we ain't. we will fight to fight against attributing it to God. We will try hard not to do that. Trust me, I know. I'm pretty sure me and you both know. All right, me and you both know. So that's what I'm saying. I came on to say this because I want to make sure we understand we need to make it not about me, not about you, make it about God at the end of the day. And what is God got his love? So if you think about that, we look at the mathematics of the situation. If we make things not about us, we don't make it about me or you or anybody else, we make it about God. And then if we think about, if God is love, then technically we're making it about love. And if we think about that, then what we need to make life about is about love. Think about it. Big brain. Think about it. Think about it. Think about this. Your mind will be enlarged. What do you think? Your mind will be, your brain will grow a couple sizes, it may be a little size too short, like you the Grinch. You can grow it a couple sizes, bigger if you want to. That's up to you. But you know what I'm saying, take this information, do with what you will, have it grow your mind, or I don't know, put it out the other ear. But that's why I gotta say, be humble. You know what I'm saying, like Kendrick would say, be humble. You know what I'm saying, get humble. Because especially when you get humble, you gonna be following God even better when you humble. That's all I'm saying. Because once you start getting prideful, you forget about God. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Once you get prideful, you forget about Him. You do. You straight up do. And something I gotta understand too. That's all I'm saying too. This is not even just for you. Yeah, that rhymed. But anyways, I'm just saying, once you get prideful, it's scary, man. That's scary. You gotta just try to keep that in check. Keep it in check. Try your best. Keep that in check, because you gotta stay humble. Staying humble is how is how you really can, follow the right path. Because once you get prideful, there's so many bad paths that lead from that. It's just the word says that prideful is, I don't know the exact verse, but it's that being prideful is what is one of the main things that leads to sin. So when you're prideful, there's so many sins that can come from that. So many bad actions you can take, so many bad routes you can take when you become prideful. So it's something we all need to, focus on. Me, you, everybody. We all got to focus on this. So focus on trying not to be too prideful. Well, actually, get rid of it entirely. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even going to get rid of it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put it in the bin. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to shave off a little bit of the sandwich with mold on it. Throw the whole moldy, throw the whole moldy bread in the bin, the whole moldy sandwich in the bin. We ain't even want to mess with that. All right, we don't got to worry about that. Get it in the bin. Get the pride in the bin. We ain't just gonna get rid of a little bit of the pride, a little bit of the ego. Just put it in there, bro. Get rid of the whole thing. All right. That's all I'm gonna say in this video. I said it already, anyways. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really talking fast, but anyways, just gonna go into the end of the video. That was a good video, I think. You guys liked it? Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying? Tell me in the comments how much you liked the video, and make sure you don't give me praises. I actually mean that. Don't give me praises. Don't say anything good about me. I mean, if you wanted to, that's on you. I'm just saying I ain't asked for it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't asked for it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna get any praises, please give praise to God. Thank you. Anyways, that's it. See ya.